I'm a bit apprehensive of potentially coming bad days where commitment is the first thing to go out the window. Could you share some tips to not fall into the rabbit hole and keep pushing forwards? Thanks in advance. A wise person once said to me, Tim, if you believe this journey is kind of like a road with no speed bumps, and you believe it's just a straight line and it's going to be smooth sailing, he said, Tim, you will be deeply shocked when the first speed hump hits you, right? Because if you think about it, he wasn't wrong in that sense that life is quite unexpected. It isn't a smooth sailing journey. In a lot of ways, what I'm trying to get at, Florian, is you got to now begin to anticipate that there is going to be a bad day. It is going to happen. Why? Because life is full of polar opposites. The up and the down, masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang, hot and cold, the north and the south. Yes or no? So not only is life consisting of polar opposites, it's equal and opposite. What do I really mean? Well, if it's like, for example, 3 meters from the table down to the floor, then it must be 3 meters from the floor to the table. Yes or no? If it's 150 miles from London to Manchester, then it must be 150 miles from Manchester to London. It cannot be any other way. True, true. This means if you're going through something really, really bad in your life, then when you work through it, there'll be something really, really good waiting for you. Yes or no? If you're going through something really good, then there will be something that's really bad heading your way. That's life. But knowing that, don't be disappointed. Celebrate. Life is, if you think about it, is going to have these moments. This is why we got to remind ourselves, anyone can feel great during great days. Anyone can be happy when life looks happy. Anyone can be abundant when economy looks abundant. True, true. So what's the purpose of any of this in the first place? Is it really for the bad days? Or I should say, is it really for the good days or is it more for the bad days? Which one, by the way? Which one, by the way? Think about this. All of this work is actually more for the bad days. So how can you tell how personally developed you really are? Observe how you react during your bad days. That's how you can tell how much you have embodied this stuff. Because adversity reveals true character. Adversity reveals your truth. Now, don't take this the wrong way. Don't say to yourself, oh, that means I'm not really developed, right? I'm so bad on bad days. Take this as a feedback. You got to keep on working on yourself more until you get to a point when you can have wonderful, terrible days, when you can really have really, really good bad days. It's possible. It's possible. Because how many of you agree? Yes, we can't control some emotions, but we can definitely control how we react to the emotions. Positive emotion, bad emotion, we've got choice. How do we want it to lead to in terms of motion? That's our response. You can even make a bad emotion make you do something great. Here's a quick example of this. There was a WCA student, LMA student, who was speaking to me. And he said to me, Tim, I'll be honest, when I was younger, because we weren't brought up with a lot, I was plagued by fear every single day. I was so worried every single day. But I used that worrying, I used that fear to help me to get started in a career. It drove me towards wanting to make it happen for my mum. So think about that. That negative emotion led to a positive outcome. He had a good, bad moment. Yes or no, by the way? That's called being in control. So the fact is, Florian, you and I and everyone tuned in are going to have bad days. But how we develop ourselves right now really determines, are we going to let it impact us or are we going to thrive despite it?